Hello again, chaps and chapettes, how are we all doing? It is lovely to see you all again. As always, you know how I'm occasionally on this channel, my friends, moaning about the NHS, saying how it needs to be dismantled and rebuilt from the bottom up and the whole thing completely, well and truly every facet of it should be privatised, and about how much money is actually wasted per year by this organisation within regards to DEI managers and pushing trans ideology onto the staff, pansexual, asexual, moon, Mars sexual, furries, all the rest of that nonsense that the NHS spends our money on pushing onto its staff and indeed its patients as well. Well, I've got a prime example here, my friends, that just sets what I say about the NHS in absolute rock-hard concrete. Woke NHS Trust budget £2 million for International Pronouns Day, excuse me, and embracing your afro hair. I'm not entirely sure what the hell that entails, but it sounds ridiculous and it sounds a waste of money. When are you going to embrace skinheads such as myself? Or are we some neo-Nazi colonial racists or whatever the fuck they're going to be pushing? Anyway, I digress. Health service organisations have allocated almost £2 million to internal staff groups that organised Eurovision watch parties. Pleasant. And workshops on pronouns, whilst the NHS grapples with industrial action. Data obtained through a Freedom of Information request by the Taxpayers Alliance uncovered that 154 NHS trusts earmarked £1,834,005.60 for these employee networks over a 2-year period, according to the Daily Mail. The revelations emerged as thousands of junior doctors recently concluded a 5-day week stoppage following collapsed negotiations with the British Medical Association regarding remuneration, I think that's how you say it. A bit thick, guys, not very good education, do apologise. The BMA continues to seek a 29.2% salary increase for its members. Between 2022 and 2024, these employee groups organised more than 1,000 gatherings across 80 trusts, according to the investigation. Manchester University NHS Foundation Trust arranged a Eurovision Song Contest screening, whilst the Princess Alexandra Hospital NHS Trust in Essex conducted a session on embracing asexuality. No idea what the fuck that even means. Now, it will come as a massive surprise to you guys, but prior to recording this video, I've actually done some research. I've been doing some maths and I've made some notes so I can bring this to you in a more detailed fashion. Now, this £2 million that's been earmarked for all this bollocks will pay for, within the NHS, 71 paramedics, or 74 nurses, or 29 GPs, or 1,250 hospital beds, or 166 hip replacement surgeries, or 125 heart bypasses, 66 rounds of chemotherapy, 28 ambulances, and 133,333 patients fed within hospital per day. 3 square meals. 2 million could get you one of each of those things, which of course you would think would be imperative to the NHS. Doctors, nurses, ambulances, hospital beds, that kind of a thing. Surgeries for people that have been waiting on the waiting list for God knows how long since COVID. But no, instead, we have got a waiting list as long as my fucking arm, old dears waiting for heart bypasses and hip replacements, people with cancer crying out for chemotherapy, and of course the NHS has to turn them away because there is a huge backlog. Now, if we did indeed privatise the entirety of the NHS, that would certainly dwindle down the NHS waiting list, because people who shouldn't be here and claiming NHS treatment would go elsewhere. They would bugger off if they had to pay for the treatment that they are expecting and that they feel entitled to, for some bizarre reason. That's my video, guys. Yet again, I echo what I said in past videos. Dismantle it, get rid of it, close up the hole that fucking holds all this countless billions of pounds that has been pumped into this organisation since the decades and decades it was formed back in, 1940 something. It was actually accumulated from the Labour Party. I can't remember, guys. Do correct me in the comments if I've got that wrong. I just thought I'd bring that to you. More wasted money, more bullshit from the NHS, more DEI nonsense. Sack the managers, scrap it, get rid of it, start again. Privatisation, cushy. Carpe diem, my friends, and I'll see you in a bit. Cheers.